Hey guys, it's your friend John here, and today I'm making another scrap weapon video, only this one is not part of the scrap weapon challenge. I'm just making another scrap weapon, just because, why not? And today, I'm making scrap weapon knuckle dusters. There's only two things you need to make this. Number one, a wooden pole or wooden broom handle, and number two, some nails. I'm going to be using 4-inch long nails. So the first thing I'm going to do is mark out my wood handle so I know where to cut it, and I'm going to mark it at 6 inches. Alright, I sanded down the edge of each wooden handle, making it look smoother and nicer. And you can also see on these two wooden handles, I flattened one side down, and the reason why I did that is so I can glue them together so they have a better bond. And the reason why I did two is this is for my hand, so when I grab it, I have a more comfortable and more firm handle to grab onto, instead of just one. This one isn't very strong, it's kind of round, and because it's round, it can roll around in my hand. But with this shape, how it's more long, it'll give me a more firm grip, so when I'm grabbing it, it won't move around in my hand as I'm using it. Now what I'm going to do next is, I'm going to let this glue dry for a full 24 hours. And any glue that's squeezing out as it's clamped down, just wipe it off with a wet rag, so when it dries, it can dry nicely. Alright, so the glue is dry all in here. I finished sanding it down, making it nice and even, and smoothing it out so there'd be no rough edges. And I also finished blowtorching it, giving it a darker look, and I finished wet sanding it. So what I'm going to do next is, I'm going to start applying the clear coat on both of these. The clear coat has finished drying on both wooden handles, and I also finished cutting down and polishing all my nails, and all the holes have been drilled out on top and bottom. And as I was assembling this thing all together, I figured out that there was one little problem. The problem was when I put in all the nails and all the holes, it didn't really create that much space for all my fingers, and each finger felt a little tight because there was just too much nails in it, taking up more space. So what I decided to do is I decided to take 2 nails and cut them down, making them smaller, so when I put all the nails in, only 3 will come all the way down and 2 will stop at the top. And on the bottom handle, I took 2 wood pegs and I glued them in and hammered them into the unnecessary holes that I'm not going to be using. Once that was done, I sanded down the peg ends that were sticking out, then I painted it to make it look like wood, and then I clear coated it so everything blends in nicely. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble all of this together and it will finally be done. Alright, so now I'm just going to let it sit for a full 24 hours so the glue can properly dry. Now that my scrap weapon knuckle dusters are finally done, I'm going to take them outside and see what type of damage they can truly do. But before I do, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't before, or if it's the first time you're watching this video. Hit notifications so you can be aware every time I upload a new video. Like the video if you enjoy it. Leave a comment and let me know what you think. And if you want to help me get more viewers and possibly more subscribers, please share this video. Thank you. Alright, I'm now outside with my finished knuckle dusters, and I'm going to see what type of damage they can do. I have right here a regular potato, and I want to see what type of damage this can do to this. Alright, final test. I have a sheet of ice that's over 1 inch thick I have set up on these 2 pieces of wood. Alright, that was way too easy, so I'm going to do that again with the same type of block of ice, only I'm just going to have it flat on the barrel. Alright, so now that the testing is over, what are my overall thoughts on this weapon? I have to say, for what it is and how it's constructed, it performed really well. When being tested, it did a fair amount of damage to that potato, and it was also able to shatter both ice sheets, so this weapon is pretty good. Now overall, there's no damage on this weapon, everything looks good, everything's still firm and tight, nothing broke off. There's only one thing in this corner right here, it's a little loose. I can push it down and I can push it up, but other than this, everything is still really good on this weapon. So I'm going to wrap things up by saying thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram and also follow me on Reddit. Join my community on Reddit, but please don't follow me in real life. That would just be a little creepy.